thinking about judgments and how we make judgments very easily, and how we need to be mindful of the judgments that we make about others. You hear people will say that, oh, when I'm a parent, I'm going to do a better job than my parents, or the generation of parents that we've had to deal with. It's very easy to say that, and it's very easy to make judgments of how you're going to do something when you're not there and you're not in that position. It's very easy to say, oh, if I was in Hollywood, I would be a better person. I wouldn't be part of the injustices that are happening in Hollywood, and I wouldn't look away. I would speak out. It's very easy to say how we would behave better than other people. The truth is that we're all failing. Like, no one's doing it right, and we will fail. And I think that I want to give parents grace. I think we should give parents grace. And I think this is more a video about how we should give our parents grace. Our parents have tried their best with the knowledge that they have, with their experiences, with their abilities to do a good job. And, yes, they have made mistakes. Yes, they might have done things wrong, but that is human beings. Human beings are imperfect. Human beings will make mistakes. There is no perfect parent. And even if a parent has done a perfect job or near perfect job, there's still going to be problems. That child is not going to turn out to be perfect. So you could do all the right things and still your child could turn out to be challenging. And the reason we think we're going to do a better job is because we believe that their mindset and their beliefs about the world are wrong, and they're not as immoral as us, and their beliefs are backward. As generation progresses, we become the older generation. And it's very funny, like now we have Gen Z, and Gen Z, we might look at the generation that comes after Gen Z and have completely different values. And it will happen. We will have different values to the generation that comes after Gen Z. And we're not going to agree with their ideas, we're not going to agree with their morals. And just like we think, okay, we don't agree with the morals of the older generation, when we get to a certain age, we're going to be in that position where the younger generation see us as backwards and see us as uneducated. And so I've come across videos about people who are talking about generational trauma and how they're going to do a better job than their parents, and the generational curse ends. I don't know if that is true. I think that for a generational curse to, what essentially we need to be is a healed version of ourselves. And if you look at the generation, we see a lot of trauma in people. We see a lot of unhealed men and women, and we are going to pass on our trauma to our children. There are children that develop a hatred for marriage or a hatred for men because of their parents' problems, because of the trauma that is in their mother. So I think it's just very easy to judge parents and to judge people, and to say we would do a better job. Like, for example, when you've never been in a situation, it's very easy for you to say, oh, I would never do that. And then what happens is you're somehow put in that situation, and then you see that you behave in the very same way. And so if we haven't been in that position yet, we should hold our judgments, and we should recognize that we are the same. We are very similar to everyone else. There isn't a lot of difference, and it requires a lot of conscious effort and a lot of reflection to not just fall into the automatic cycle of trauma or making mistakes. You're not free from ever making mistakes. People who are married look down on people who are divorced. People who come from two-parent families look down on people from single-parent families, as though they would do a better job, as though they could do a better job, as though they could never make that same mistake.